He had accidentally driven off a collapsed bridge, one that had apparently fallen a whole 9 years prior. With the road and bridge being on private land that was owned by a long-defunct company, there was no clear ownership of the destroyed infrastructure, and thus it was never fixed. There were, however, several signs on 24th Street Place Northeast warning that the road ahead was closed. Thus, it was never fixed. There were in this 2019 Google. There were, however, several signs on 24th Street Place Northeast warning that the road ahead was closed. Thus, it was never fixed. There were in this 2019 Google. There were, however, several signs on 24th Street Place Northeast warning that the road ahead was closed. Thus, it was never fixed. There were in this 2019 Google. There were, however, several signs on 24th Street Place Northeast warning that the road ahead was closed. Thus, it was never fixed. There were in this 2019. There were, however, several signs of Philip either hadn't noticed them, warning that the road ahead was closed. Thus, it was never fixed. There were in this 2019. There were, however, several signs
is to look upon the pinnacle
warning that the road ahead
of min-maxing.
or they have been taken down in the years since these photos were taken. While it's unknown whether or not the warning signs were still there, we do know that the barriers that were normally physically blocking the way to the collapsed bridge had been completely removed, meaning there was nothing in the way to stop somebody from driving straight into the creek. Google Maps hadn't warned Philip either. In fact, multiple users had previously complained that the platform was treating the bridge as if it was still intact. Google didn't do anything about it though, and they continue to direct drivers across a collapsed bridge. Will most likely either notice the barriers, the signs, or the fact that a section of the road ahead of them was missing, it was only a matter of time before someone drove off the bridge and into the creek. Even after Philip died, despite being notified multiple times, Google was still directing drivers across the fallen bridge as late as April 2023, a full 6 months after the fatal accident. It would take a lawsuit to actually get them to finally flag the small stretch of road as impassable. I think this case perfectly captures the gist behind all these stories. While some might say the issues posed by Google Maps in dangerous regions of the world remain unaddressed due to some form of discriminatory ignorance, I personally think it's much more simple than that. These massive platforms simply aren't going to make a change unless they're forced to, whether it's because of legal or regulatory action. The fact that Google willingly swapped out those